else chose you instead. Yeah, lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning, took a shot, that's the rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer, no, you just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute, wait a minute. Gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me, think with your heart, don't think with your body, clever. Sorry, not sorry, sorry, not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. I want.
You hearing some background? Hold on. Hold on, man.
Hey,
When is this everything? It might be this. Might be that. You hearing nice still?
no, it's good now.
Oh, okay, all right. Good night, everybody. Give me a chance. I'm producing the show tonight. So I got to give me a little chance. It's my first time. So we had a little issue on the start off. Good night to everybody. Um, Thank you for everybody who gave me my some birthday wishes on the weekend. I know you rough and I because I got a Facebook birthday, but then I still got a real birthday. So for who end up come back on the real birthday and send some greetings. I thank everybody for the greetings this weekend. I'm Alan Powell and joining me tonight gonna be the China Wallet, Jason. Jason, how was your weekend?
It was good and bad.
In terms of what?
Um, I went out and played this weekend as usual. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like no, I'm in a position where like we just launched a new sound and we played a few
I see
places
that.
now and like
Congratulations.
yeah man. And
Status international.
yeah man. And a lot of people be feeling it, because I guess because one of the guys who's part of the sound is a community person who take care of the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's from Jamaica too. So the fact that he's from Jamaica and I'm from St. Kitts, they don't like that
Why you don't like that?
because they feel like I taking something from them. Like for instance, like if the man if the man a customer give back to the community 100,000, is like no, they don't start get 20,000 because they'll tell themselves in their mind Well, the small island boy gonna come there and try to take whoever from the man now.
And that's the kind of energy where you get from your first weekend. I thought you would come and tell me how the vibe was better than that.
Well, the vibes was good. That's why I said good and bad.
Mm-hmm. So
It
you
was
mean
good.
as in the entertainment you provide and how people was
hmm
reacting to it, that was good. But then you still
Yeah,
got the
but,
little people on the sideline.
yeah, you got the minions them and certain people who are accustomed to certain things and like no, then I get that favor anymore because they man are investing money somewhere else now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then I like that. Like our soul just launch out and just got so much dub plates up. Our soul just launch out and done got all of this are going. But what if we forget that I had my own brand before this. So and like the man just pick up some people wanna know what them I do. The man pick up some professionals.
I feel it.
Yeah. So that's what I go on now.
Mm-hmm. Well, all you got to do is push the work on. Show them again.
But nothing else there to do but push the work higher. Nothing else there to do but otherwise than that, snow start falling Monday. It's horrible. Today I was in a lineup to put in on my snow tires. When I reached I
Mm-hmm.
was number 56. You hear?
So you got to go somewhere specific to put on them tires there? You can't just put them on yourself? Impossible.
I could put them on myself, but I need the machine. But what we have now, you know what I mean? Like everything so happen now. The snow just come down Blagadam, which you know we already were one, but we tell ourselves we ain't gonna put on enough snow tires until snow actually start to really fall. Because we don't expect. Well, for me, me don't expect so much to fall. Is yesterday the snow come down hard, like slush in the road between yesterday 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock. He had 400 accidents in the city.
While we're up on weather, right? How when the weatherman says something gonna happen in Canada, you give him ratings. You just
Yeah.
really take it serious.
hmm
Man, I only ask because of the experience we had on the weekend. Because me try to tell you, Hurricane Tammy mash up me butt there. You want to want a little sushi, you know? The Prime Minister came and he made his address. When you look Saturday, only Best Buy open, Best Buy and Chinese. You don't know Best Buy
hmm
and Chinese open. Everywhere else
hmm
closed. No rainfall till Sunday afternoon.
hmm
No rain really fall till Sunday afternoon. Things been alright, really and Julie. That when you start to see videos and so going around the place showing you well by the water yeah, and the water. But Saturday been cool. Um Friday was a half day and I tell myself why I feel like we don't had couple days earlier in the year what been supposed to be a full holiday. So couple of them half the way be they get recently. I like it. We make back up, you know? We make back up. We back in the runnings. Jason Doa. Jason not supposed to do nothing yet.
But yeah, like yo, listen, right? I was doing some work, right, and I was driving a truck, and I feel like all because it was early in the snow. Me no slide off the road in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you hear?
I
Listen,
tell you, but
I
the way the
no
man mess up party.
no. What happened is right. We deal up here. We deal with a lot of Amber Alerts and all that type of stuff there, right? So like when you wake up in the morning, depending on how serious the weather is, you're gonna get a notification once your phone is in Canada. Your phone is gonna get a notification. Remember, snow fall into the stay warm, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But when I see this
Mm-hmm.
snow, you know what I mean, how much meters it was. Yeah, so I mean, well, look, you get update, but me bypass the update in the afternoon because what be happen, the weather could change it.
Definitely fast too.
Yes, fast. Me mean like very fast. Well, look, you get update, right? But me bypass the update because me thinking was the same update. You understand me? Which you know, the second
Mm-hmm.
update what me get is the snow coming down this heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And me bypass the one the thinking was the one when me get early in the morning, boy. And when me see the snow come down, brother, yo, I was stuck in traffic for like 2 hours just to do take a 15 minutes drive.
You see that.
Hear
But
what me I say? Today, today now I decided well I gonna try put on my snow tires, my winter tires, because they kind of work for me to do with my truck. You understand me? But thank goodness I have 4-wheel drive still. I won't do too much. I won't slide too much off the road. Bro,
you see that.
I went by the tire shop. I am number 56 in the line. And I reached at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Well, what time you open?
You understand? He open since 8. But
Yeah, that sounds
but
reasonable.
but he open me say 8 o'clock. It's like midnight here, because just now I fall right, the place so dark. You won't believe it 8 o'clock. You get what me I say? Because like
Um,
man stay in the bed because the place dark still, right? Anyways, when
but
we reach by the tire place, why by the time me come 1 o'clock, them man only reach number 30 and me number 56.
get here early, man. You gotta get here
Well,
early, bro.
hear the joke now. Me just between a rock and a hard place now because somebody come and do a delivery for them. So now me end up have to jump out of the line there. Because me tell myself, if you just reach number 30 and it's 1 o'clock, there is no way you're gonna reach me by the end of the day.
So I wanna ask you a question. So you put your safety on the line to make the delivery.
Yeah, man.
I feel you.
Yeah,
But you
man.
realize
Because
you put
I
your
could drive
safety
it.
on the line to make the delivery.
Because the money that I made today now, the money that I made and I established could put on the tires them and still put gas in the truck.
But if you've been getting in an accident, the money will
If
be
me
will
been getting
cost
a,
you.
if I been getting an accident now, it would have cost me. But here, yeah, me don't punch in the location and wish for the location there. Me take all the back road them, bro.
Okay. That's
So
in the gambling sometimes.
if me slide, I'm me alone on the road there slide.
That's in the gambling sometimes. Um,
So luckily, true I had the tires in the back of the truck. Yeah, that's how me end up had additional weight to the truck and whatever too. So that kind of work out for me.
okay. I don't know if you've been paying attention to Florence Byron. You watch Florence Byron
Uh,
Facebook page recently?
Florence traveling Byron.
Oh, I just want to send a big up. Florence, I don't even know if you're listening, cause I mean you're everywhere right now. So you're in
The
Europe.
last thing
I see you in Bermuda. I see a picture of downtown Manhattan. I see a picture of Bunny. But she touched a lot of places what I would like to go. And some of them I would like to go again.
But it's only one of them I say, see when he say, here is when my 7 days or 10 days or something like that.
Yeah. She gonna on a cruise and things. So I just big up to Florence. You know what I mean? I hope you're well. That's how you're supposed to be doing it, man. That's how you're supposed to be doing it. I remember I went down there go look some black pudding and she been tell me, bye. Some kind of young people better start to go make black pudding. Yeah. 'Cause I getting ready to go see what going on. And I like it. I like the vibes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So do you think, Florence, you deserve it, man?
Hmm.
Um, Jason, you ever hear? And this ain't even no, me not no criticism necessarily. But have you ever heard of a leader of a country addressing the nation about a category 1 hurricane? It's on normal.
Was he in the country?
Me talk about Dr. J, or the Prime Minister me talk about.
Not to my knowing. You know, me get that from the not ministry and natural disaster or whatever.
Not even watch out, not even no kind of minister. You get it from
No, I said the ministry.
like NEMA, the disaster management people.
Yeah.
To me, that's the scheme. All what me say, as me say, me not against it. But Dr. Dre, if you wanna say that this is the new standard, seem like a photo op situation to me. But if this is the new standard, I don't care what hurricane pass. Now you got to come God destination. Cause since we're in a category 1 pass, you got to come and lab, you know. You know how much apps, weather apps you got. You know how much different coverages you could get on YouTube and social media. And is the Prime Minister got to come go tell me hurricane coming? I just been find it kind of strange. Is it?
You got the people them in that department could deal with that. You know what I mean? Depending on how the damages are, you could come back and say something, at least.
Another small thing. I was going through and I see that they said they do a autopsy on eyeball and they put up the results of the autopsy. And what me ask is, right, when them man do these autopsy here, how they does determine which one public and which one come out? Is the family does come out and say, well, okay, all right, you could publish the information? Cause right now, really and truly, me dey on Bujo. Cause just like how Bujo passed or sudden, I would have been interested in them autopsy results then. But me not recall seeing nothing. But for things what kind of obvious, I'll be a get autopsy report. Make sense?
Um, I get what you're saying, but there's a difference here because, you know, we could say Buju died on whatever natural cause for whatever, and this incident was a homicide. So I guess it got different. I guess it got different rules for everything, different policies for different types of death. Per se, I guess the one for Buju is more of a family because, yeah, rather than the homicide.
Okay. I could kind of see it. But then, you see, part of my problem with the homicide part, right? If a man gets shot in the head I know I make the man dead. No? I'm very aware of why that man died. You know, Jason? If a man gets stabbed in the
Mm-hmm.
belly, I ain't see him when me now I make the man dead. You could put it in some kind of legal term and tell me he had a thrombosis or cardiac arrest or however you want to put it. I be understand why the man gets stabbed in your belly, the man dead. Whereas for me, he got certain other circumstances where I would genuinely like to know what's going on with the scheme, but you know. Um, same way I've been a go through and I see some reports, traffic reports, and in the accident report, them man I tell you why they happen, and me I wonder if one of them was a lady get knocked down, which to me is something where they could end up in a court. If they could end up in a court, the traffic report supposed to be kind of released to the public. How am I gonna get to defend myself in a court if the story don't kind of out there as to what take place?
Well, look at what will be happening from time to time where people get charged for this and the late charges on you. Like say you get charged for larceny after you get
Mm.
remanded, you'll be charged for larceny, blah blah blah. Remember they put that out to the public, you know.
Yeah, but
But
what me I say is, but hear the difference. Then, okay, enough of it.
so when they get charged for larceny, yes, I mean no they got to go back to the court now to defend themselves now for the charges to be dropped.
But even if them man say charge for larceny, right? Would them man say was seen walking in this area and was later found in this home?
Allegedly, they will put they will put
That me
they
I say,
will
but
put
ain't have no
allegedly.
alleged in that story, you know? Them man telling you the woman was driving across and she collided with the woman. Not alleged.
Well, a lot of things need fixing up because, like for instance, yes, I mean, you got a lot of people get charged for a lot of stuff, and if you type in the information, even though the charges them drop, the information still there on the internet.
Um, if you charge and the charges drop, you feel like the article should be removed because the
Yes,
charges drop. But you
yes,
was charged.
because but the charges drop
Well, then shouldn't there be an article saying
because if you look it,
wrong um sometimes, for example, in wrongful charges, huh? You got
but
time when
here
it's
what me say,
wrongful charges.
but here what me say, Alan. Sometimes you don't even reach to the courthouse
And I say no. But
because
what me say is some of the times, right? Because okay, you got people who get hold and who would end up suing the government and say,
mhm,
well, I was wrongfully charged or wrongfully detained. Wrongfully charged, and because you wrongfully charged me, you wrongfully detained me. And so I will like go get money. But if there was reason enough to charge you, you ain't gonna win the case. Even though you not got a court. Even though you don't see no kind of court or nothing, you ain't gonna win the case.
Alan. He had a situation where I was in Nevis back home, and I get arrested and I get charged for I think what assault or battery.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, one of the two, and
That doesn't mix
me
it up.
never.
So it most likely is both.
So I never show up. I never get to show up at the courthouse to clear state my case. But
But
if you
may
look
I
it,
ask,
but if me going for a visa, no, you understand me? And they look up my information now about me. You gonna see the information there. Say I was charged for this and whatever.
them man don't got charges for your criminal report?
No, it's not on the criminal report, but it's on Google. It's on the internet.
But you don't have a conviction, you know? Is conviction people really gonna mark your hard for none of that charges, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you something. The man who they say own Hamilton Reserve Bank was charged with fraud. He owned a
Never
bank
convicted.
because he was exactly, and he think wanna get you out because a technicality. The man execute the search warrant improperly. But he if he gain anywhere anything on his resume, that's just a charge. He ain't gonna get penalized for a conviction. You could say he get charged all you want. He ain't went no kind of prison. So you know really concerned about the charges.
Okay. So I shouldn't be concerned with the charge.
As me say, if anything, if there's a big article saying you was charged with this and you're saying if you come out that you was wrongfully charged, sure. Whoever it is publish it should come back and with the same bigness what I say you was charged, you should come back and say but the charges were wrongful or the charges were dropped or whatever. I could see that.
Well, the story, that's the problem we have. The story never ends.
You will remember, you know, the headline does be kind of sweeter in the starting part. The story is sweeter will say that you're charged than the charges drop.
In other words, most of the charges drop. In other words, most of the charges drop is you got to fight the case and walk out the court and somebody take a picture of you and say, some alone free.
Um, Jason, I'm bringing up nearly about 10 pounds of weed down in Singates. Bringing 10 pounds of weed. And this man just went up custom, walk out, well, I ain't gonna play me things. But apparently, the man get a tip off. And when the man go up there and they search the thing, you don't know, they say. Well, they say cannabis sativa. Whoever read the article there, or whoever from the police, say cannabis sativa, yo, I need to back off. Just say cannabis. I do not know how I would determine whether it was sativa or indica just by looking at it. How I not even know it's a hybrid. I don't know. So I don't really know where the sativa part come in. But the man get locked up for cannabis. How come if cannabis supposed to be more free in the country, you think man still got to import? Me know the reason,
But
but
how
I want
come?
to hear
But how come cannabis are so free in the country and you still a charge them and no import?
I think that the reasoning that they would give is that it is again what international regulations and them kind of thing. Cause even when you're in America and all them thing there, when you when you're in a federal space, um, cannabis is not legal. When you're up on an airport, federal space, no kind of cannabis supposed to go in and out. But you in the state, and cannabis could be free in the state. But when it comes to the airport, I don't know. Nobody solved the airport issue. Nobody want to say what's going on. But what me I ask you is, ain't supposed to get herbs in the country? to be able to support the country? How come, for instance, right, my money ain't get hold up with some seeds, which I was told are not illegal, by the way, for any connoisseurs out there. How come man not get hold bringing in seeds? How come man still bringing herb, in your estimation?
Because people still want to try out the good weed that we have out here, dog.
Good weed, what you got out there? I doubt this was coming in from New York or San Francisco. You know, there ain't no good weed thing, eh? I take it easy. I ain't no good weed thing. I ain't got enough hippies in Canada for that.
You feel so?
Don't with the Rastaman, don't with the Rastaman there. That's the spot.
You feel so? The rest of my men out here, when me come by the fat man were in the wheelchair, the electric wheelchair. The man can't move run away, but the man got fucking buds look like a watermelon.
Yeah, doing. They say that well, if you have 2 ounces or less, it's the criminal. But we say here Colorado weed kind of dusty. You know what I mean? Remember them man up in a mountain and so on. Them and they ain't by no coast neither. But San Francisco, the Bay Area, that's the vibes. That's where they think that. I feel like this is happening because it kind of like a situation where they had in Amsterdam in the early times. We make the thing decriminalized, but we not create the infrastructure or the environment to where the thing is being produced on a high scale. How come
We
you
see in
can't
a read man.
pass? How come I can't listen? Here's the thing. How come, for example, right, ain't got a plantation and you know this gonna happen? How come you ain't got a plantation where you can go right now and do like a tour and see what going on? Sensitizing people, showing them, well, this is how we go. We don't use this for this. This is how we hang cure. All of these things would have sensitized people to what going on. But ain't nowhere where you could go right now, like in the public, and you there, and people in authority there, and you too. I make it was Europeans could come and like just walk to the gate. Man, you know how much of pictures? By the way, for the gentlemen out there for looking for life hacks, if you have a lady who is Instagram inclined, it's always good to go to a botanical garden. Just carry she places where I pick trees, the vibes. You ain't gonna lose. And if it's them kind of trees there, right now, if them man do the medicinal marijuana and you could go to a doctor and get a prescription, which part you don't carry the prescription? Even if like you go over like by Valiamart pharmacy, them man gonna have to bring in this thing from somewhere. Puerto Rico, Florida, New York, to do this thing. Ain't gonna get nervous, so we still gonna get cut out. So that how come, in my estimation, if you really had a local market supplying, this man would not have had, he would not have gone up to the airport with so much confidence. He would have gone across the world and say, "But yeah, send her something." Well, £10. He got a lot of money, bro. £10 is a
10
lot of
pound.
money. Mm.
Yeah. You buy 10 pound a week, depending on the grade, probably spend about a 15.
It depends on where you come from.
Yeah. A 10 pound, you say, no, Alan?
Yeah.
You could spend about a 15, 20 for that day.
Uh, let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah. Nevis received some. Well, Nevis and Nevis hotels did they check the THC content?
How? Then
Virus
I'm gonna come and
almino that they was able to say that is sativa. I don't know how them nice sativa, but then I say
unless it
nothing about the
marks
THC
sativa.
content. If listen, if it been marked sativa, they would have got all the way, and they would have said,
Boy,
"Well, this is the name of the strain."
boy, they would have got the boy. If you put Coke and you put Coca-Cola, the man will tell you what kind of Coke that it be. The Coca-Cola one.
Less
Stupid.
caffeine. Um, yeah, we're gonna big up the premiere now. You understand? Some hotels. Well, okay, we're not gonna give him. He gonna can't take no praise for the hotels, but he could take praise for the island overall. The island was ranked sixth place in the Caribbean and the Atlantic as one of the top places to come to visit. As I say, in the Caribbean and the Atlantic. Of course, he hear that the ranking is in the Caribbean, and he said that may not be one of the best in the world. He, I want the premier realize ain't bad to dominate your region. When it comes to like football, for example, you got Spain, you got Italy, you got Germany, you got England, France. You just want to be the biggest in your region, no? And then you could go win the Champions League, but you ain't got to just take okay me six in my region and say well me I want the best in the world. You can't do them kind of things there. But big up to the premier still. He's been the Minister of Tourism from since 2013. So all of the successes, all of the good and the bad that has happened is due to the premier. This is one of the good. Individually, they're saying that the best hotel to come to in Nevis right now is Montpellier. Is Montpellier? No, Paradise. Paradise, Montpellier, and then they must say Four Seasons is number 30. I think
Number
Paradise are
what?
number 6. Paradise are number 6. Montpellier 21. And Four Seasons are 30. Um,
You really embrace the power they say keep them infrastructure on the beach bar.
um, I want to say big up to Montpellier to say that I was so close to the premier and all these kind of things. I would think that they would have big up I a little more often. Even even the CNN, cause the people and them is a CNN company really and truly. Even though them man say Four Seasons was the last, the man still say Four Seasons with the most bass in the voice, you know. He was like Paradise, Montpellier, and Four Seasons Resort. Say bye, yeah, bye. Check. You go hear the golf and the brunch in that one there. But Montpellier, I mean, they're doing things. They just had a pool party there the other day. This
How
is
was
the
it?
other person who do. You don't got to ask this hill. That's the man. That's the man on the island who living his best life. And Florence is the person off the island who living the best life. So if you want to know how he
So,
was, just ask the bastard.
so this is what this is some sort of management in Montpellier.
No, but if you got a session, what like really saying things, they must come with it. If
I
you
like it.
if you if your session got in, if your session are chucking a certain caliber of people, they must come with it. They must come with it. Uh, you want the high rollers, they must come with it. And then there's gonna be pictures of what is taking place. But I was to big up this brand too. I don't know who is making our clothes, but Paradise Clothing is a Nevis brand. I got a little heat and they had a little party the other day too. Me ain't got none of gaps, but that don't to say that I can watch and see what's going on, and I dealing with little vibes. I like to see what is going on. As I said, I don't know who want to be, but look positive.
Corvin said, don't forget the power of attorneys.
Uh, Corvin, I have to clarify that there for me, you know, 'cause in my mind gone one way with the statement there. And he might mean the statement there in a whole another way.
It's true because me only think about one thing when me hear attorney.
Was that what he was just dangling? Or it's toy? Why are that about?
No, because I'm here playing with the
um,
dog, right? I'm here playing with the dog, right? See?
you got a cat too? No, they know.
Yeah.
Wally, some some Vietnam people were staying at Wally Beach Hotel,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently they want to invest in Nevis. The premier said that none of the CBI programs, none of the CBI investments, like none of the hotels, nothing was CBI related has ever failed in Nevis. Oh, the cat is Alan cat. Oh, I mean, the cat one met nice. Yeah, that one I mine. This one quiet. I will give me a break, you know, is the only pussy I get from the birthday is a final little cat. Only little piece of pussy. So I gonna give me a little bit. Yeah, them man said they want to invest in a couple of the stalled CBI projects
And they're from Vietnam.
from Vietnam. They even say they're trying to persuade the government. Are they trying to link up some kind of straight flight from Singkits to Vietnam? Yeah.
That, that ain't so like the Vietnamese them talking. That's so like more of the premier talking than the Vietnamese.
This, you see, you want to get the premier what this ain't got nothing to do with the premier. As I tell you, they were staying over by Wally Realty. This got to do with Yahweh and these type of people. Titania said if
But I
she's
don't.
not mistaken, you're looking at Candy result.
And if I'm
From what
Vietnam,
I understand, is multiple of them. Vietnam. But watch out. Why would you doubt if you got Russian people putting money in a project here? Why would you feel like somebody from Vietnam can't put in money in it too?
Vietnam, I know, like, I feel like they'll quicker do collaboration.
So you ain't but you're not buying the Vietnamese workers already restarted on the Candy resort. Okay.
I will feel they're doing some sort of collaboration rather than doing whatever themselves.
Well, I would believe that too. Really and truly, them man, they might bring in their own people to do some of the work. You know how the
Yeah, I could
Asians
see
are.
that.
You know how the
I could see
Asians are.
that. Like, like Vietnamese, yes, I mean they quicker open a restaurant because they know to make cheap things expensive.
Hmm. And the delegation was led by one of the generals. Cause you know over them places they does deal with like the military does run the country. So he's one of the
Hmm.
generals. What his name? General Don Tan Hai. I hope
But
that the general gave Wally a nice review so that next year when the premier is talking about the good places to stay on the island, he could put in Wally too.
but I hope whatever happening, you understand me, with all these countries coming to invest, right, in a collide to something else, knowing that we already um we already sided with Taiwan.
Okay. Okay, Tanya, here we be they say they're looking at mine. Jones Estate Villas, whatever is called the Kingfisher Club, or the Kingfisher Club at Wally. Sea Haven Restaurant and Marina Project at Lovers Beach. I hope them man put nothing over Lovers Beach. They also say something about sandalwood. They would do a sandalwood forest. Sandalwood is something maybe them man just take on make sense and all kind of thing. Plant. Let me see. Fish farming cages, and also they would do something with the sargassum. Most likely, them man would just come back up there and a man chop them up and do whatever them a do out there.
We also need to look at, right, our we gotta take there's something what we need to stay and not take for granted is our nature. You know what I mean? Because like our nature is very golden. Eh? So certain things you might not see. You know what I mean? You might be a skip over the bush all the time, right? And well, you see somebody else start to rear bush, and you're like, whoa, I hear doing this all the time, and like this man just come here and see the bush. What really going on?
Um, to build upon the point where you're making, right? When people just say Neve is nice, right? And this sign, like the regular things for me is what I make Neve is nice. You got times, you got hills where you could go up and in a Nevis. And when you look down and you watch the water, that's when Nevis nice. you got places where you could go and you're in a kind of certain darkness, but you also got some room and you see the moon from that space there. Me tell you, live is nice in them time there. It nice when like you got in your moments like juvenile, like learning and so too. But as you say, when it come to the nature aspect, you got certain things you can. Them there the nervous nice moments from.
Hear me say, when last you climb by the big rock, go down by the big rock and climb up there, down in the pasture down there. And you climb up and you look off.
Where you know big rock gone. Which pasture you mean?
No, me not. No, you got a big rock there in the pasture now, which part the project house is them there in Aquatic Road.
Me never go up on that there, you know. To me down the lawn now. You got a good view down there?
Yeah, man, you got a good view from the big rock there, so. Maybe you not gonna look so high, because they don't clear the ground and you got the houses them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the big rock is
And
still visible.
I don't get good vibes when I there like to the top of Hamilton and you're going by Hermitage and you could look
Mm-hmm.
off and you could see the flats and all of them places down there you could look and you could see down Long Point and all them things. Yo, Nevis getting some places as as you say, the nature aspect
As
should be
me say,
maintained.
as me get back to that, I see places like Thailand beaches and all that stuff. The rate start to get so populated and so how would say like they what's the word, man? But anyhow, like they show you a picture of it in a 10-year period just because tourists come in, and it just go from good to worse. Like the
Um,
pollution of the people.
yeah, well, I was watching something. He had some people, and they was like destroying in Mallorca. They were destroying rentals because they might try to chase out tourists out of the place. Because this is a small island off the coast of Spain, and as you say now, they get so overwhelmed with tourism that it's just like them are job trash. You as a local can't get to go and access certain things and benefit from being from your island and them kind of thing there. Them man reach the point where them man is like, boy, we understand jobs and all them kind of thing there, but too much now. So they kind of fighting it, as you say. They're fighting the over, what I should say? It's kind of not really overpopulation because they ain't staying, but overcrowding. Because
Yes.
in the same way down South America, they got this temple from the Inca up in the mountain, and so much people
Mm-hmm.
used to go there. Them man way out the trail, so it even become dangerous just to go there. So them man kind of from like during COVID, they just end up and say, we're gonna limit the amount of people who got access to this kind of thing, and it kind of work for them, because by limiting the number now, you make it kind of more exclusive. Everybody can go.
Thank you.
So more
Thank
people
you.
would end up on front
That's
to
the
go.
that's the niche that I wanted. You know what I mean? You gotta make it exclusive. You know what I mean? Like no mind you no mind a bag of people that come. You know what I mean? Let one or two come. Let one or two big ones come and let them talk about it. You know what I mean? So when people do come, you know what I mean? It's a remarkable trip.
Hmm.
You know, let people
And
feel all in. Mm-hmm.
I've been to say part of the thing what I was fighting with tourism too is that they're looking at the jobs that tourism does bring in, and they're fighting that as well. In Jamaica, the big hotel developers have cut. of access to the local beaches, which the locals have been using for years to earn a livelihood. Yeah. Why? Only down a paradise you got
But
a little kind of building on the beach.
but it's not even the locals them messing up whatever, because the locals them were on the island all the time, It's the bunch of people that come in all the time because like you said about the cave, you got same cave people used to got access to it, and when the amount of tourism traffic, the amount of traffic that be between them because of the tourism flow. You check it out, the cave end up start to decay or something so because of the air where we breathe out, the carbon dioxide.
Mm-hmm. And then they make it dangerous to go into the cave in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But what I've been said to the people and them realize when you deal with tourism, right? It only got so much different ways you could serve a man a drink, You only got once you beach pan a level, how much more you gonna improve the beach? You understand? And it's not skillful jobs when you really dealing with tourism. And especially when you look at other priorities where you got in the country. So by one thing why I agree with the premier with, one of the many things. I don't know, I don't know. Not right now. Not right now. We got other areas where we need skilled people in rather than
But imagine,
serving
right?
people drinks and cutting grass.
Just imagine, right? If tourism was booming as how we would want it, right? You understand me? How the hot back they would have been today.
But well, Tammy just give a nice little clean out there. Boy, yeah. Tammy decided no boy. Pile of water me see going on there. Me never see so much of water ahead down the sea yet, boy. I got to go all the way down to the bottom to see what's going on. To see if the sea
But
join up.
all what me say, the more exclusive we are, the better, bro.
And that's the niche what we just go for all the time, too. The exclusive niche. We got two people going to go sail. Press conference. By the government in Singets, Minister Duggins, the Minister of Agriculture, there was they recently had a World Food Day night market in Boston. And they was telling people that we need to start to eat squid, specifically diamondback squid. You ever eat squid? You're a squid fan? I'm also a fan. I had some squid the other week.
What
I
we
didn't
call it
know we
when we
had
cook it.
in calamari.
Oh, I just want to know if you know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I know a little thing. Um, you like the introduction of squid into our market? You feel like we're gonna benefit from squid?
No, we're not gonna benefit from squid. Name one thing we benefit from.
CBI.
Thank you. That's it.
I still like the attempt. I see Minister Duggins. He looked like his plan was to take so much pictures this week that nobody realized how much like he'd travel and so. He was taking pictures to let people know I am in the country. I'm here. You understand? Cause he was in there a lot this week doing his
All what
thing.
happened? All what happened? He probably went somewhere and saw squid as a delicacy. But what happened is, right, our waters are smaller than these open waters where these man does get his squid from it. Like, if you go pull a fish pot right now, you understand me? You'll be lucky if you get one squid.
I I thought that man was going go. I figured I was going to introduce something. The thing is, when the common man gives ideas to ministers of government, they never use it the right way, mainly because they don't want to give the persons credit. But sadly, they use it after they take all the credit for themselves and pass it off as their own. I wonder which one of the common man them give he this great idea. I believe maybe somebody just been out SpongeBob and then say, bye, trust me,
Like,
trust me.
we be catching squid and using it as bait. But what may I say? Like, you never see an area where you see a full nest of a squid. You see a full nest of jellyfish and something like that. You know what I mean? But you're not seeing a whole heap of a school, a squid or something.
So you ain't buying the minister squid dog. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, because he not gonna tell you to study them. When he come to me and tell me what he study about them, after he talk about breeding them and having a plant which by like for calamari, rainbow calamari, tilapia, like a tilapia project or whatever, he ain't bringing a clarity to me. He went somewhere, eat some squid, maybe. You understand me? And people
It's
say,
done.
yo, this a confession.
It's done. SK they had the thing, you know. He say he see them prepare it
Mm-hmm.
down there. Yeah, and he couldn't wait to
Yeah,
taste it.
this
Squid
guy.
market, Squid Games. Um, Malcolm Ramsey has resigned from the Singlets and Nevis Football Referee Association. Gonna give him any flowers?
Yeah, man. Thanks for your appreciation. You did what you had to do. And just know we are love you for all the dedication you put because you know most of the time when you started off this job, you started because the love of it. So you started voluntary and now everybody start to get a little check for the side and whatever. And I'm proud of you that you hold on and you stick towards, what you love. And I feel like there's a time and a place where you need to just watch the game now rather than to be on the field because your time has passed. So manners and respect to that, Malcolm Ramsey.
Um, Done had a couple interactions with Mr. Malcolm Ramsey. And one thing me like about Ramsey, well, he could make a decision and you agree or you disagree with the decision, but he will be man enough to talk and say, well, but this is why I do. This is why I do it. So if you want to vex. But at least this was my thinking. I respect that when a man gonna say, regardless. Cause ain't everybody gonna see what you try to do. And sometimes when they kind of explain themselves, you might even be a resist in the moment and sometime after that you say, bye, the mommy, right? You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
big up to Ramsey. He's a good ambassador. Well, he was a good ambassador for the St. Nevis Football Association. He ain't somebody who gonna embarrass you. He really and truly gonna elevate you. But that man they reach all over the place. I hope that we could have other persons elevate. I don't see King all over the place. I would watch a random football game just because I'm not King a referee in the game. Like if King tell me he going a referee in a France in a some kind of competition, I will just watch the competition. Just find out what
Don't
kind of
call out
game.
in him.
Yeah,
Don't call out in him. Don't call out in him too hard. Oh God, what is
See the, see,
it?
see, no man, no man, no man. But big
Oh,
up to Malcolm Ramsey. I don't have any updates on the ambassador who was recalled. From what I see about the ambassador who was recalled, and I'm gonna get into reckless speculation more at the moment in time because I don't know. I was told that the young lady was sent back to be an ambassador with more limited responsibilities. It kind of contradictory, but then it only contradictory that it clashed with the early allegation that I had heard, which was that the minister responsible for foreign affairs allegedly had said it's me, either me or this woman here, and I don't feel like it was gonna be a hard choice. I feel like the choice is Denzel Douglas. He ain't embarrassed us. But Tanya, why here is that she gonna make up? You know? I would add at the end the cheese stands alone.
I wanna
Um
suck off.
NRP is doing something, Jason. They
Yes.
having this is breast cancer awareness. I think this is breast cancer month overall, and the NRP Women's Arm is having an event. Hold on, let me pull up this thing. They're having a breast cancer awareness seminar. What did it be? Today's the 24th, so this would be on Thursday. Also, the premier announced that only 189 ladies have gone to check out their breasts for breast cancer, free mammograms. Ladies, I got confident titties in. This is one of the first thing I'll be able to see when I walk in. So you gotta be confident in your cups and them. So if the man wanna give free, go and get it. The premier was clearing up today. He was saying that people was complaining and saying even though the mammogram is free, they gotta go to the doctor, and that could be like how much of $100 will get something free. So I was confused. Listen. I hope I did not send anybody up there and y'all didn't know. I didn't know neither. One thing I will know, whenever you let disrespect slide, just like history keeps repeating itself, and it usually Iona. When you let disrespect slide, people start to feel like them are ice skaters. And me no want to see no ice skaters, you know what I mean? Um,
So they were led halfway.
they didn't know. Well, it
Just
bring
like
up another thing to note. The doctors them
this.
up in the hospital saying we will do the mammogram, but we need to have a referral from a doctor. Which tells me that the doctor them in the hospital looking out for the doctors them in the private practice. How me son? I will give
So
you the free thing. I will give you the free thing if you go to your
so you know
doctor
really
and your
free.
doctor will on paper. It, you know free. The premier has come up with a solution for the last 2 months of the year. And I can't tell how the times them man. Mondays over butlers, Tuesdays. If you go back and listen to the press conference from today, there are times when doctors will be at the health centers and you could go to the health center and you get a free referral for a mammogram. So you could get a free referral and the free mammogram.
So who don't pay, don't pay.
They work out the thing with the doctors. That it gonna be subsidized basically, cause them doctors ain't gonna be for free. In my estimation.
Communication,
So
eh?
yeah, all of that falling in the thing. Um, you see how much shine the Premier getting? That's another good look for the Premier there. And you see me start off a talk about NRP and the Premier get shine. Oh my god. Anyway, but NRP the ladies, the NRP youth the NRP youth that actual me I say the youth the women's which actually is functioning unlike the concerned citizens movement youth Come on, Latoya, you got too much responsibilities, girl. You gotta let that one. CCM still got youth a women's arm. Eyes only election time. The women's arm not coming. Anyway,
Maybe mothers, only
the,
mothers the time.
you, well, the NRP women's arm is gonna have a breast cancer seminar. It is here. Your gynecologist have to give you the referral to go. Insurance won't pay it if you don't have a referral. But well, Marcy, my only thing was like, if me go do it free anyway, man, come let me start you out. But I won't fight if that's how we go. As I say, I mean, it's a fraternity there. Doctor go look out to doctor. DJs doesn't look out for DJs.
Not all.
Okay. Well, I the same thing in all the field, you know. But overall,
Liars, don't look
overall,
at the liars.
yes,
So clear,
yes.
don't look
But
at you.
and it gonna be the same thing. It ain't gonna be all. But you gonna get your teammates. So, yeah. Me, I ain't going over to mama, God. I did in 2013 and weeks after me couldn't touch me titty them. How they put them under the smallest one and clamp them down to hold because the machine was bigger than Lord, it was painful for weeks. I understand. I understand. Mr. Premier, I hope that you next press conference you could talk about how pain free the mammograms are, 10 years later, how we get new technology. You have to be a certain age to get one or have a strong family history of breast cancer. I think they say when you're over 5 you're supposed to get them once a year or something like that. So. But as I be talking about cancer, right? You see the story where they're saying that the booster shot for COVID-19 is linked to an increase in cancer? The booster shot? You remember the booster shot?
Yeah.
Have you seen that story?
No. Is it a
In
theory?
light of in light of the fact that people lost their jobs because they didn't take COVID, people were impacted, man. Cause they say, but they ain't gonna take this thing. How these stories? Me wonder when this reached to the general population, how them are gonna view people who were saying, "Man, take the booster." I got mine. How you think that one they going?
But I ain't know, but I know in the city where I live, I know a lot of people glad for that because when them man check the dosage, when them man match the population account to the people who took the vaccine, them man like, yo, nobody ought to take the vaccine. No?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yo, must be 60 something to 70% of the people not take no vaccine. No? Out here, no?
yeah.
Because
Well,
it was so much
well,
easier. It was so much easier because what we happen now, you could go by the clinic, you could go waiting and take a test, and the test gonna last you for 3 days. So you could take a test after you could travel with that test there who prove that you COVID negative or whatever, and you fly without having the vaccine. Like they try to do the bus thing out here. They try telling you can't go on the bus, the transit bus them. You know them and do not. Them man went in the yard and cut up all the tire them, the bus tire them dog.
Yo, let me just say this. Let me protect Jason. We are not saying that there needs to be any revolution in Nevis for any sensitive politicians, and then they end up clip Jason and say, Jason said I need to cut up the bus tire. No. We're talking about a situation in Faria. We are not fomenting
Yeah,
any revolution in Nevis.
because
And
remember,
if we was fomenting one, it would not be televised.
because what happened is, everything every area is, what I mean, is political in the aspect. So like for instance, like out here is not for Trudeau. Like Trudeau come out here, Trudeau getting stone, eh?
Canada is not going to be a country in the next. If somehow I could have come back in 300 years, I'm very positive Canada is not going to be a country. You're going to get certain parts of Canada where going to get absorbed into America. The eastern part of Canada going to be one country.
Yo,
And then it's still going to have French part. And then the western part going to be doing their own thing.
yo, look here. The man sending money to Ukraine, and now the man sending money to Palestine and all that type of places necessary, right? And he had big confrontation downtown and all that type of stuff there. You could see happening all over Canada, especially in Toronto, right? And me and a man a drive at the same time, right? Mind this man is a white man, and here the man, watch out. The man donating all of this, right, for all these people, right? And none of these people like black people.
That what he said?
Hear the man? But none of these people like black people.
As in, you mean the Israelites and the Palestinians?
And the Ukrainians.
I don't have any response to that. Well, that's your opinion too.
But I think about it, right? I'm like, but yo, I see a lady there that working at the casino, you know what I mean? And like, and white as ever. Ukraine come from.
Bye. He got a lot of places, but this does happen in Nevis too. He got a lot of places I like to see the woman them, but I mean, why you say they're racist? Me ain't got no Jewish friends, so I can't
But you
talk about
see,
that.
you saw
Me
the
not got no
documentary of the black
Palestinian
girl.
girlfriend.
You saw the documentary of the black girl who born in India.
No, but I know India got problems. I know India got problems.
Like she born in India, and she tell them she Indian, and I said no. Look at your color.
I know they got problems. It surprised me that I never hear any of the cricketers talk about it, but I feel like them man are hide it from them too. But over they got problems.
So all of them was do this and do whatever, right? None of them like that people, dog.
The next thing, NRP also having an anniversary church service for their 53rd year. I will not be in attendance, but that is this Sunday for persons who want to attend. By NRP
So
topics is And DeTopiks does let me get to ask a lot of CCM questions.
So what you saying not attending? Where you go highlight that? Nobody asks you?
Sorry. I just remember, so I can't cut style by an app. Okay. And I cut number style by an app. But I have a CCM question. NRP is celebrating their 53rd anniversary. I think recently I see Labour celebrate like 100 years or something. And definitely 90 something, if not 100. Labour, they run a long time. CCM don't on an anniversary? They had an anniversary and me miss it? Later this
I
year?
believe
What's the story?
I believe the last thing they will celebrate are Vans, and that's it.
So when they went number events, that was the anniversary of CCM?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not certain. I think so though.
Okay.
Then I'll celebrate Vans 30 years in politics or something like that.
Roger, me not talk about 30, me not talk about nothing to do with Van. I know Van start CCM. I'm saying, is there a date, is there a calendar date on the year where the concerned citizens movement have like a week of activities where they go church and they do all these things and they say we are celebrating X amount of years as a political party. Maybe me just miss it.
The man not gonna, the man not gonna time for that, and the boss don't just put on a Christmas party for the kids. What you mean?
I forget what did this say, you know. Yeah. Celebrating culture, embracing history, it's Culturama 50. That is the winning slogan for Culturama. They say it was produced by the 1980 Miss Culturama, Miss Carmel Allen. Congratulations to you, Miss Allen, on winning the prize. What do you think about the slogan, man?
So good, especially coming from
Feel
our
like
past queen.
I feel like it easy. Boop, boop, boop. Got a little, you know me, I always got a little beef with the history part, but vibes. Um, Also, I appreciate. I like how we coordinating culture armor from afar. So the premier would announce the dates for culture armor, the 27th to the 5th or something like that. Something like that. 26th to the 5th, something. Um, for the 50th, they should have upped the price. Boy, Iona, the price being less than the reset, huh? I feel like the price should be $1,001 at least. 1,050. 1,050. Anyway, the British went to integrate teeth and take over. They left a foul stench called racism. Bye. Evan Ellie. I'll move on slightly here. The premier admit that the tourism marketing from Nevis has been racist in the past, but that he is changing those racist tendencies. So Elvan, the premier, is aware of his racism, and he has taken steps to fix his tourism racism. He said that we only used to market to white people. And it's recently when he down there and he talking to his black friends that them man ask like, how come you know more black people in the hotel? More African Americans. And he settled back in his mind and he said, what? Abbey doesn't market to African Americans. We market to
No,
Europeans.
he never did.
Mm,
But but hey, but hey, like is what you see is what you know. Eh? Like you only the thing about it is if you keep a dancehall party, you only cater for one set of people, you know.
mm-hmm. I feel you.
So
I
what you
feel you.
expect? Me no be you surprised?
But then again, you're wrong. Because is when I went the free party is when I even text my lady and I tell her, yo, I miss white people bad. Me see burn up white man. I woke up, she went through the crowd and me say, "Bah, me miss her, boy." She ain't nothing going on, but she did the party
But Alan, when I was back home, where you don't normally meet me hanging out.
by Phoebe.
Other than Phoebe, upon the beach with it.
Well, that's vibes. Well,
You
every.
understand me? My thing was always multicultural, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You check it out. The fact that he didn't see it that way, you understand me? That means we had a problem all the time. So if somebody, sometimes it could be the dunces person could highlight that, you know, and just spike your intelligence and make you realize, yo, for real, you know that.
The only thing what he need to ease off of, he all the time depend on the money thing, eh? So he's like, um, there are a number of affluent African Americans on the Eastern Seaboard. Yo, he got some like regular people too, with little money what will just come to the Caribbean. To me, it always got to be like this affluent story, you know. We all get value. If his argument is we need to fill the rooms that we have for longer periods, I don't understand why we're doing this marketing to, as they say, like, what do they call these people? Like this luxury marketing, in a sense.
Hmm.
He got other people with money.
Yeah, but
And
he keep on saying niche. He keep on saying niche, right? But who the niche is for?
well, it ain't European no more. The racism, the tourism racism has been fixed.
Because
We ain't
the
dealing with it no
racism
more.
is fixed. The racism is fixed in an extent when it goes to Jamaica because more black people, more African American, more African descendant abroad would quicker go to Jamaica than anywhere else.
Alright. I apologize. I was looking for my book. 'Cause I had some things right there. I was watching the press conference this morning and I had some things right there.
Because right now, a lot of us, a lot of black people are heading to Mexico. And during COVID, a lot of people head to Mexico.
Bye. Yeah, bye. I wish I could have head to Mexico at least once every year. Honey, relax yourself. You just been asleep, but you know. But I can't believe Cleon slogan now in the competition. Bye.
I could have do with the
We,
money,
we,
ain't
we,
it?
we want to give a special shout out to, and I don't, bye. This might be more praise for the premiere, but whoever does do the premiere whoever does die the premiere here, you do an amazing job, man. to got like a all white beard like a so and got a distinction there, but all the hair upon your head stay like jet black at 55 years old. You are doing an amazing job, Mr. Premier. You keep it up, man. You're gonna have to get that secret out there. You know what I mean? Don't just let it, other man out there struggle. Let me know what's going on with your dice specialists, man. We need to know. You know, if somebody bring it up to me today, you wasn't watching the vibes, but you need to see it. Down here look like snow, and up here look brand new, good to go. She going to push out new routes again. I thought was I thought he went over like Thailand. Go look the thing, but that man say is a very good day job. Big up to whoever doing the job. I tell them. I suspect couple people, but I ain't want to say. I ain't want to say.
Call out the first letter in the name.
The letter does walk up. The letter does walk up. Me not gonna know that. I just want to find a book there, boy. Okay, here it is.
Are you so?
Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Reaching to the last part of the story. Bye. We got an impact, Jason. This is a big up for all itself. We said that Janelle Nisbet was not getting any support from her other ministers. I start to see likes on her post, and the big man Gishia big up to the in the press conference. As I tell you, I like how we get to orchestrate the thing from Zion. We just got to say, well, stop moose. Somebody child, this man couldn't get a like, but the premier stepping up. Bye. The government has employed a resident radiologist. People been making noise and say you need a radiologist in order to read the X-ray and all that kind of thing there, and the CT scan and so. I was told that is really a common practice. You don't necessarily need one. So that was one of the situations where I was defending the boss. But them man go ahead and them man hire one now. So people can't even make them kind of noise there no more. Yeah. I think they would say what kudos to the government. That's a Mickey word, right? Mickey would say kudos, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, kudos to the government on hiring the resident radiologist.
And kudos to Mickey too. You're down to one grandmother. Come back at my place. And good evening to Arlene. I want somebody to say good evening to Arlene up by the shop of Government Road. Yeah. How come we never say good evening to Arlene yet, Alan?
I heard of Arlene the last time I saw her personally. But
yeah, but tell Arlene me send me regards. Once you tell her okay. Jessica boy. Yeah. Okay. I love me Arlene.
You might make me got to go down there now. Go make sure that I deliver your message, huh?
We're going on this so
Um,
late for.
no, maybe tomorrow or sometime in the week, man. Me not
Yeah.
gonna,
Send me regards. Send me good.
This was just a funny observation what I had. Imagine this. Last year, coming up to the 2022 elections, we have Alexis Jeffers on the podium. Nobody know Janice. Nobody know Janice to the point where when election done and the premier got half island, Alexis is gonna be the acting premier. Check it out. That's how good things gonna be. And me watch the situation, the premier been on the island for 2 weeks and this man can't even host on the market. How he would have been the acting premier and the premier can't even say, well, bye Alexis, bye, I'm gonna give you 2 hours. I'm gonna give you 4 hours. Go ahead, pan the mark, Alexis. Do what you gotta do. Damn it. I tell you, me, I watch this thing and me really try to understand what take place. How could you go off the island for 2 weeks and ain't give me man a platform?
I want Van and then you see the picture there daily out in my post? We don't peep to the bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want Van Alzin, Jada Epan and Wall, so me bro.
That'll be a good picture for
So,
you.
Van, if you got a little free time, you know what I mean? Jada Epan and Wall, so me bro.
Mm, the airport. I said the airport. But the airport from my mind for boy. One thing that I noticed today, right? And the reporters them want go do a little better job on this. The last time the premier was there, he mentioned that we're about a month away from knowing what gonna happen with the hospital.
Geothermal? Oh,
No, the hospital, the American consultants. The premier came today and spoke for 45 minutes. And it was 45 minutes and Newbis News guys. He come back and he said, we celebrated international watch ya. The man literally said, we celebrated international girl child day. All them shit there in his 45 minutes. Nevis News cast he gave me 45 minutes and not saying nothing about the hospital. Until somebody asked him a question. And it wasn't really to do with like an update. It was for another thing. He talked for 45 minutes after Zoop don't went on and said, well, the people them here and all this kind of thing. The man asked him, so what going on? He take this man about 45 seconds to say he no. He could have just said, I don't feel comfortable saying. Watch ya, he couldn't even say, well, bye, I can't say so. I'm gonna wait. Wait for the consultations, but at least I know when the consultations is gonna begin. If he can't tell Abby what the thing be, he should at least be able to say, by the people them been here, them have been here for X amount of time. I've been talking to my brethren Zoop every day. Even though I ain't left him with Andy Mark, I send his ass over Van Radio Friday afternoon time. Even so, I could tell you, this is when the consultation gonna start. He can't even tell Abby when the consultation gonna start. It is always a thing with the guy. Well, look out for that. You know, the premier does remind me of when you're trying to get information from him. You know, when you watch SpongeBob, and when time pass, they will say 2 minutes later, 1 month later. That's how this man be, you know? So just look out for it, man. Look out for it. You know what I mean? No, you got to tell Abby what going on with the story. Yes, so.
Mm-hmm.
I hearing the plans have been scaled down. Yeah, I got to look into the airport story a little bit more. But it's got. I was wondering what kind of animal it was. It's a little kitten.
He
As
replacing
me
the
say,
cat we're missing.
me just not understand how you want to go out there, you want to. The premier should not be allowed. And me talk about from his conscience, mind. His conscience supposed to bother he in a kind of way that he decide, by watch it, right? Every press conference, I gain something pan the airport and the hospital and geothermal. I get something. Even if something is not I not nothing. But I can come up here and get you Nevis News Cast reruns and tell I about we celebrated International Teachers Day on October the 5th by Mr. Premier. This ain't me personally, no. This not me personally. This what me hear from the public. Cause I not even hear about the press conference. Somebody said that the Premier started off by talking about his daughter being called to the bar. Mr. Premier once again, me ain't got a problem. How the person received the information was like, we dealing with the economy and the global, and you start off this thing with you personal, yeah, for me. As me say, me not even hear about the press conference there, but some which part of it, them I was like, yo, what we doing? You done do it on your social media and so, and it was not that the press conference. It was Premier's press conference. The person around Jason, them to hash. There's a hater.
Yeah, man, there's a hater, man. Let the man
Oh,
strive.
okay.
Let the man brag and
All right.
boast.
Oh, yeah. As me say, I didn't really have a take on it. It was way be somebody how somebody put it over to me.
If the man if the man feel highly about it and he should be known, it should be known. So the man use the premier's press conference and deliver that message to let everybody know. So you're aware that his people has been called to the bar. So yeah.
Okay. Me not feel like nothing wrong. Mm, speaking of hater, right? Like, you ever find yourself hating? Or are you just not a hater? You never hated.
Yeah, I find myself hating. But you got a reason why
You,
I hate.
okay, give me an example. Give me an example that you're hating.
Like for instance, like I would hear a man talk about certain things, right? After I end up start hate the fact that he see somebody doing something, all he could do is talk about it. Then after when I comfort that person, he's saying I bad mind, I hate it on him. I just tell him I hate the fact that you don't like see somebody striving after you all you could do, the only thing you could do is sit down and talk about it.
Man, you just do junior levels of hating. Let me tell you, when is the first time I was hating. This was when I became conscious of my hating. And I see my partner comment, and he was the man what I realized. So Dwayne Thompson, right? Man, if you're not Dwayne Thompson, you know the guy?
Yeah, yeah. He used to sing.
Okay. And I like that you mentioned he used to sing because that's where the hate came from. When me first interacting with Dwayne, right, is when I come Gingerland Secondary School. And this man going up on the stage in the morning when we got assembly and just killing it. And you just see ladies down in it. Oh my God. I was hating. I had to be hating. You check? And it's only later down in our life when we really link up the man and start laying with the man. It's like, but this man is a cool virgin. It's just that the man could sing. If I could have sing good like us, I would have sing too. How could I ever been hating on the guy? But bruh, sometimes he just come up, man. You know? So you never get any kind of vibes, eh?
Yeah, but not in terms of that, but in terms with the same individual with a woman.
Yeah, the same individual, for the same talent, the singing.
Because I remember he into singing, I mean to DJing, right? And we both were
Oh,
seeing the same woman.
he got one another part of them to you, and this was more. Cause me don't tell he about this, and I used to hate he for like ladies. A time I talking to a lady, right? And I trying my utmost best, my boy. Boy, Lionel, no, you couldn't just go sing like that man there. That man there, if he had more singers like he would have had a super group, bro.
It got times I went down a Lime Beach bar and Greenhouse a sing, Greenhouse a play. And me walk down there with a woman and the woman gone with the singer at the band.
Yeah, the
And
guy's
tell
good.
me we must pick she up and tell me we must pick she up after.
The guy's good. So I talking to this young lady. She telling me, "Bye, Alan. I love Chev." So me's like, okay. You know she don't tell me. Say, "Bye. I just like the man here." You know? I said, I just tell my partner, sir, you got it. You got it. You're the man. I mean, here never gonna be straight like I saw. I can't do none of them things there. You got to know when you get beat. Me just watch the thing and me say, no, me not want none of this smoke. Partner, all is well. All is well. I just wish you all the best. But you go on. If you don't feel like hating is bad. You need you need haters. You know status international need haters, right? You know Wutup need haters too, right?
Why we don't got it?
Oh yeah. It's necessary. Mm, the premier was asked a question and I feel like he answered it very interesting. He was like, if there's a fund for the island so that when a hurricane or something pass, we could go into the fund to get out something. He said no, not like us or exits. He said the only thing what we do for that is the budget is flexible. I just want the ministers to know, and I want the public to know though. When the minister, when the premier said the budget is flexible, that means the
Money they're
budget will
flowing.
get in all kind of things. That not necessarily mean that's how you are gonna spend. So I tell you that this is gonna happen. I like the community center that both Mr. Brand and Miss Kane say would go to the top of government road. I like that there. We ain't because the budget is flexible. That might be in the 2030 budget if we reach them kind of times there. But the budget being flexible, that means could you imagine? Suppose somebody tell you that them are gonna pay, right? But the pay is flexible. How you would take that?
No, that's not so solid.
I, I like how your elbow on them shift up. Like I said, but what you gonna see? Tell me.
That ain't so solid.
An next question, Papa, after that. You know how when we bring in a vehicle, you got environmental levy, unless the
Yeah,
vehicle under 2 years. What am I spend the environmental levy on?
the environment.
You know, some other money there. How them man spend it on the environment? What evidence do you have that they are spending it on the environment?
By Alan, fuck you, you know.
Okay.
You know why? You know why? You know why I said that?
Tell me.
What I tell you a couple shows back. I said we're gonna come back again about this conversation, you know, with money, what we don't really watch, you know. And now you're watching the environmental levy. I wonder which way it'll
Yes.
go. Oh,
Because if we charging $5,000 per vehicle, and you're looking around the place and you're seeing that we bring in a lot of vehicles, a lot of $5,000 over the years. I am yet to see what are the things that we have done with these $5,000 to spend to say, well, we're doing this for the environment.
so now you believe there's cash somewhere laying around?
No, listen, really and truly,
No.
no. But listen, my dispute is this, I feel like unless if you're charging me an environmental levy, the money where you collect, me not even say but you should show me something what going on. Who say, yeah, we're protecting the environment in this way, and this has been possible because of the environmental levy we have been
So
taking in. I like the other day when we mentioned about the garbage them. When you stop collect $10 and now you collect 25. One of the things them boy we should again new garbage something. New garbage can something.
Alan, fuck you again, because you been a walk out there, you know, been know that been a go on. And now you're not out there. You remind me of patches, you know?
When we been a walk over there, I was 19 years old. I did nothing more been a go on. But nothing. When you been 19, you been had things figured out in a then kind of manners there. Because I didn't. I didn't have it. Me
You
just
live
go
and you learn, eh?
on. Definitely. Definitely. Me mind not been open to none of them kind of things.
But just a
Um,
while ago, I asked, so you don't you think he has cash laying around? You said no, though.
yeah, because okay, here's how I look at it. I feel like them man are add on the environmental levy as an extra charge. How I must put this by? It would be like if you put in your DJ bill, right? And you decide by for picking up my laptop and walking with it to the venue, I gonna put on an extra charge and I gonna tell them but this is a transportation fee. You know what I mean? Transportation of equipment. Them kind of
Alan,
ways there. But here what
you
me
ever,
try to tell you, you take the money there and you spend it with your other set of money, you know? Here what me, boy, them man ain't got no money putting down nowhere. Money don't just put on
Alan,
nowhere so.
Alan,
That
you know you had a point in time allegedly money was being missing out there, right?
you will be specific. Because you got NASPA out there and you got customs out there. So make up your mind. And both money ain't the same. So make up your mind. Tell me out the way.
Allegedly was customs.
And you're saying that it's specifically the environmental levy money? Allegedly? China there maybe cash line around, but it's for buying more socks and shoes. Ain't happening, Jason. You can't just take out, you just can't take out X amount of dollars out of the cycle and just guide they put on. Like you is Pablo.
What if I tell you a story about a man drive out a Jeep out there in there on a Sunday?
I've heard stories.
Okay. You heard stories, so you're trying to say whatever I'm telling you is not possible either.
Okay, you got it. The last thing what me got is them I ask the premier about the amount of passports that have been issued by the government. And when them asked the question, I was like, boy, now I start to read somewhere. Now I could start to listen. And when me listen, I say I will be vexed. Can me done a family how me the answer if I was the premier. And the premier ain't disappointed me, he was vexed. But he come with angle, I mean, I see. He was vexed at the European countries. Cause he said, how dare these countries tell us um how to do CBI or that we shouldn't do CBI and that we gonna get sanctioned if we continue to do CBI. To me the question was, well, I would have been vexed because I realized that and I got correct the number to car. I think we had said $5 billion them I would have collect. We didn't multiply it to find the EC number. So it would have been like 13 billion EC. So even
Woo!
though it had the number was big, it even bigger. So when I hearing the question, because and also I agree with the premier, fuck them countries up there. I got money landers and all kind of thing, and nobody saying I is money laundering capital. But it's a balance thing. Cause we go fix the CBI too. But they ain't got the moral grounds to tell us
To talk about
about
us.
that. You know, they can't do it. So me pan, he said with that part there. But Mr. Premier, you go do the maths in your head, me boy. You ain't gonna give Joe no word. Watch out. It was even an opportunity for him to get him word. And say, well, by the majority of the money was really and truly under unity. But then he would have been a G-self word too, so I understand. I'll make his history from that part there. But if them man collect $13 billion, $13 billion, and I'm here, that is the reason why I say we got to fix the CBI too. Because the Premier ain't acknowledging the part. Europe got some points where they're saying nearly everybody who does apply for CBI does get you. It's only like a 4%, 4.5% rejection rate. So basically, once you
And
apply, you get them.
and most of the time, yeah, so me when these countries start to do other sanctions because most of the people that apply from those countries too.
But to me, most of the time it does be. Some of the time it does be that if they feel like money are hide. But most of the time, well, from how me see the angle taking place, it seems like if you're dealing with somebody who is the enemy, they ain't on that. No. No about that. What did I say? I think me right down the last one there, no boy. What did I say?
The CBI.
You can. Oh yeah, the CBI. If Singh gets collect $13 billion and Nevis only get 500 million out of that, I thought that some of the Premier anger would have been that he has counted the money. You know, I know
Not
he
even a
more
bill we
deal
get.
with I know he more deal with words than numbers, but the
Uh
outstanding thing for me is the number, the 13 billion, and I only get 500. No,
but he me say no
believe me.
Alan. Maybe the man don't know that the man no good with managing money, you know, so you gotta give him 500,000 at a time, dog. Maybe it's that too.
Um, we would have still been in debt, but we would have been in debt with a lot more money. Well, here the thing, here the thing. What me gonna say ultimately. Cause me like what they say, you know, if you like it, me love it. If the Premier ain't making nice, if he ain't want to do the calculations and realize that these man get $13 billion, if he only want to argue and say, yeah, me vex with the European country, then all right, no vex with Dr. Joe.
Cool. Yeah, but remember you
No
got
vex with
in-house
Dr. Joe.
argument to deal with.
Boy, you got to deal with that. Cause he could have do it in a politically correct way.
Because Alan, that fight they could have been so easy dealt with. Because like for instance, you went out and go farm ass, you have some with this man with France or whatever. Of course I'm gonna defend you, but when you reach home, me and you got something to deal with too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Me and you got to deal with
well,
something.
based on that analogy there, I guess he gonna say that he ain't gonna do it in the public, but when he and Dr. Joe have their meeting, that's when he gonna do it.
Well, maybe he gonna do it in two different meetings because maybe he wanted the address to come out, yeah, something, and rather saying it at the same time. You check it out. So this that press conference, he said what he said. So the next one now will be for Drew and the 13 billion. So we could
No,
still give him the benefit of the doubt.
No. He ain't gonna. Okay. Let me tell you why it be gonna happen. Since you want to know why it be gonna happen, I tell you why it be gonna happen with Cleon. It's playing out. I ain't gonna tell you what gonna happen with the premiere. Them same lyrics here, what Alana say tonight, wanna sound like a nothing. Closer to the federal election, the premier is gonna sound like a Alan. He gonna use this same lyrics. He only ain't doing it now because he need what he done gain. So it ain't make no sense kick up now. If we're closer on to when it coming now, to rally the base, you're gonna hear more about yeah. We need to do this thing. He make an error today. This is the last thing I want to say. He make an error today. He said, I never said that the government need to get a fair share. He said the people of Nevis need to get a fair share. So all of a sudden he said, when the man give out the $1,000 and people in Nevis get, he said that count towards the fair share. He said when the man give out the CBI dividends and Nevis people get, that count towards the fair share. So when you really look at it, when you watch all them double salary they were pass, what come from the CBI, what he watch me in my face and tell me a CBI the money then come from, it is more money what he get there. I would not have to say no stupidness, but me not to say about it. Me not to say about it. Even if the ultimate thing is we gonna give the people them the money, let the NIA do it. I don't want it being a federal issue. Give the NIA, but he's saying no. He ain't got the NIA ain't got to get the money directly. So if I'm Dr. Joe and I playing smart right now, you know how much I gonna set it in a kind of way where programs gonna be doing this. Really and truly, he kind of contradict. Well, he support what Tim said too. Because Tim's
But
argument is not just the money why he's sending, I looking at the other things that are going on. So he make an error by saying that shit. I would not have said it.
but but here
Hell,
me say too. Now in the fact that if you put the NIA distributed, the NIA might take 100 off every 1,000.
mm, well, he only gonna do that. He only gonna do that. Anyway, then again, no, the premier is never gonna do that. He's the best. Not in
Like
not in
like how Sink it's
Jeans.
getting how much a percent Sink it's getting 15% raise? And he said
No, 10.
no 10. And he
Yeah,
said why don't no don't take the 10 now. You won't get 15 in the long run.
yeah. Next year gonna be the 15.
Yeah, but he's still getting whatever still right and distributing however he want it, right?
Yes.
So fuck you.
And the good thing is he federal 10 kicking one time.
Oh fuck I walk tell me. Think people fucking stupid on that dog. I could see why you unfriend me now.
By having said that, the last thing.
Yeah man.
By Mr. Premier, people making nice about the amount of foreigners where are working in NASPA. And they also saying, imagine you come from a foreign country, this is your first time in Nevis, and the first voice where meet you is a Jamaican accent. A GT accent. Many I tell you why been myself. I back in
Alex
the
shit.
GT then. Happy belated birthday to Sabina. Oh my god. Me don't know if the camera angle them or something boy, but Sabina will stand up like she got little machinery. Miss Harina Ryan, I make no ugly girl child either, boy. My God.
Anyway, manners and respect to everybody who has been here and who's been sharing the show. Manners and respect to the responders, the commenters. A long time I don't see Lala Pantapada like that. Lala must have other obligations. But anyway, I love you still. Big up all the politicians and all around. I love her still. You know what I mean? Don't take anything too hard or too personal. But when we see you doing shit, we call a spade a spade. Plain and simple.
God, them man take it too hard, you can just be more entertaining, but good night
Well, that
everybody.
would good
I
night.
tell you. Good
I
night
stress
everybody.
out.
Hope to see you on next week. Thank everybody who has been, as Jason said, share the show, who like the show, who interact with the show.
Yeah. And
Um,
you could keep on messaging us and tell us your feedback and your constructive criticism is necessary.
mhm. Something will be over and I'll be talking about
Yeah.
during the
Pick
course
up the
of the
hot
week
topics
or
chat
whatever.
room.
So that's
Yeah.
it. I only had one technical difficulty on my first production. And
Yeah.
it is about
Well, keep striving.
yeah,
That's up.
yeah.
Oh, let me see if you know to close off now.
Nah,
Wait, let me freeze my face. Hold on. I'll freeze my face again.
let me see.
Wait a minute, gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me. Think with your heart, don't think with your body. Clever. Sorry, not sorry, sorry, not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately, I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn